Okay, here we go. Now I'm mad. I can't wait for this. So, come on. I'm pumped for this. I can't wait for this video. I can't wait for this video, man. What's happening in the world of YouTube? I hope you're having a fantastic day. I hope you are. My name's Vizeh. I am your, I'm like your weird friend that you point and laugh a lot at. That's who I am. In today's video, we have got a very interesting concept here. This is going to be a video about EA and the true ridiculousness about the things they actually say. Now, if you want to wear it, then don't worry, I'll give you context. Now, of course, if you don't know who I am, I'll explain myself. I am a YouTuber that's been around since FIFA 13. My first ever FIFA game was FIFA 03, and I've got a relatively good knowledge of the FIFA scene and what people want, because I've seen very, very many different forms of scenes and trends that's happened within the FIFA scene for a long time. Now, of course, I've not been here as long as, you know, Nepenthes and Bateson, but I feel like I've been here for a long time, which means that I've seen what people actually want from EA and people's opinions on certain aspects. Now, today, we're going to be speaking about packs, and this all stemmed from a tweet that I saw from Nick2018. Now, my thoughts on Nick is that I like him. I feel like that he has a good opinion on many things from the FIFA aspects and what is the best for the game. So, I respect the guy, okay? I respect the guy. So, what I'm going to do is watch this 1-minute clip from... This seems like a meeting, or like a conference meeting, from one of the big heads of like gambling or like the ethicalness of video games, and they are basically giving a pretty high member of EA a question about the ethicalness of the EA packs, in which she has a response which I find absolutely hilarious, and trust me, if you think this isn't that bad, just you wait, mate, just you wait. So let me know down below in the comments your thoughts on this entire thing when you see it, because this is going to be a fun video to comment on, trust me in that one. So if you do enjoy, smash a like button, subscribe if you're new, and with that said, let's get into this absolute train wreck this is. So with that said, here we go. Got my headset as well because, you know, I like to hear things. So, let's go.
Can I ask you, both companies, do you consider loot boxes to be an ethical feature of your games? Kerry?
Well, first, we don't call them loot boxes. I think that was...
Whatever term you wish to apply to them.
I mean, that already off the mark is a bit... It's loot boxes. It's loot boxes. It's packs. It's whatever you want to call it. It doesn't matter what you call it. It's the same thing. Loot boxes are simply you spend money to get a random bots or pack or whatever. It's the same thing really in return of something random in return. So you put like £10 onto a loot box in like CSGO and you spin a wheel and it may land on a mega expensive like knife or whatever, or you may get some basic gun in which it is worth like 50p. That is what a pack or loot box is. So it doesn't matter what you call it, it's the same thing. So anyway, from the off, I already just don't like the pause, because she's trying to think of a way to word it that she doesn't throw herself under the bus here, which I find hilarious. So moving on.
Do you consider them ethical?
So what we look at as surprise mechanics, but I think it's important to look at this. So if you go to
surprise mechanics. Yeah, when you put £80 on FIFA and you get back in return 4 ultra packs so you can open and 100k pack, and your best player is Cesc Fabregas, that's your fault, because this isn't gambling at all. It's not gambling at all. Definitely not gambling. No, it's surprise mechanics. Happy Meals are surprise mechanics. Kinder Eggs are surprise mechanics. They are surprise mechanics. You know what? Yeah, I'll tell you the difference between what you have in your game that is surprise mechanics to then having, well, quite disgusting odds on actually getting back what you want. Now, of course, you can't pack Ronaldo every pack. I get that. But when you open, I mean, guys, I've opened 900k packs in a row before, and I've got no walkouts. My best player was like maybe a Dzeko or something. Which, do you know how much it costs to open 800k packs? Well, it's 2,000 per 100k pack, so it's 2,000 times 8, that's 16,000. So that is over £100 you put in to get Dzeko as your best player, £100. Now, of course, to give you a bit of context on me, okay, I have put, and I'll show you right now, I have put about £350 on FIFA 19 this entire year. I've not put any money in this game since Team of the Year. I don't want to waste my money because when I was younger, when I was 16, my dad came up to me and said, yo, when you're 16, go get yourself a job. For 2 reasons. Number one, my dad didn't want to pay for me for my entire life, so I don't blame him for that. And number two, you need to learn the value of money. The value of money is so important from a young age because guess what? Kids who uses their parents' credit card, they spend like £20 like here and there, here and there, here and there, and not realize how much they're actually spending. I did that when I was younger. When I was younger, I had my dad's credit card on my Xbox when I was back in like FIFA 13. I put about £150 in within like a month period because I didn't realise, but I put like £10 here and there, and I didn't think my dad would notice. And guess what? He noticed me and he kicked my ass so hard I got sent to Jupiter. Okay, so I got taught a big lesson there about money. Money adds up. So if you put like, let's say, I don't know, what's a good amount of your points here? Let's say you put 2,200 on, like, you know, like once every other week or so, you know, that's £15. £16. Let's say you buy maybe this kind of like, let's say twice a month. So that is £32. £32 times, let's say, like, I don't know, 10 months you play. So 10 months times 32, that's £320 you spent the entire year. From what seems like nothing packs. I made us say 2,200 field points gets you 100k pack and one 7.5k pack. If you're going to be more smarter and do 5k packs, I guess that's 250k packs. And then same thing, one 7.5k pack and maybe a silver pack. Are you starting to realise how this is really nothing? You open, let's say 12,000 points to yours, 12,000 few points, the standard, right? 80 quid without any discount code, right? Because of EA Access, correct? Which, by the way, EA Access also costs £5 as well. So that's even more money going to EA. Anyway, so you can open 4 auto packs and one 100k pack with this amount, right? Now, I don't know if you've seen my rewards or other YouTubers like Castro or Bateson, the Penfits. They've opened so many packs, and when you get Div 1 rewards, you can get auto packs, right? 2 untradeable ones, correct? Now, if I'm being honest, serious, I may have got like 5 walkouts from auto packs for my Div 1 rewards the entire year, and that is a genuine fact. That's a genuine fact, you know, because auto packs aren't that good at all. Even though they're auto packs, they're not really. Watch Castro's stream. He opens about goddamn like 15 auto packs every like minute on there. It's unreal. And you know what? That's not his fault. He does it for 2 reasons, right? For content for you guys, because he's a content creator and he wants content, and also it shows you guys what you want. Everyone loves packs. I've never once complained about that. Packs is what makes this game exciting, because that's what gameplay isn't that fun at all. Gameplay, the people spend more time in the menus with trading, with SBCs, or with packs than actually playing the game with the cards that they earn. Explain that one then. So I've seen Castro open so many of these auto packs and just not get nothing in return, and it's unreal. You may get like a Pavlenka from a 125k pack. How is that even possible? So anyway, so that shows the mechanics of what this really is and what you get back in return, correct? So when I live stream, people may donate like £20, £10. I say, yo, put this towards packs. So I do. People say, you know, it's £25. You know, I'd rather have you, you know, open the packs than me and then feel like shit straight away. So you know what? If I give it you, I help you out and I help you give content. So I thank them, people. So that's really the only time I actually put money in this game, thanks to you guys donating and giving me content for you guys. So anyway, that's my kind of standpoint on this entire thing. That is my standpoint on this entire thing and what I've put into the game. So I'm not a hypocrite. Okay. So anyway, let's go into the rest of whatever this last is saying, okay?
I don't know. So if you go to I don't know what your version of Target is, but a store that sells a lot of toys, and you do a search for surprise toys, what you'll find is that this is something people enjoy. They enjoy surprises, and so it's something that's been part of toys for years, whether it's Kinder Eggs or Hatchimals or LOL Surprise. We do think the way that we have implemented these kind of mechanics, and FIFA, of course, is our big one, our FIFA Ultimate Team and our packs, is actually quite ethical and quite fun, enjoyable to people.
It's played ethical, and it's quite fun, and enjoyable for people. Now, it's quite obvious that this lass has never put £100 in this game and for her best player to be Jorginho, obviously. Obviously, by looking at you, I doubt that you are particularly EA's target market. I doubt you've never even touched FIFA, and that you don't actually know the value of what you actually get from your money. Now, she used the term Kinder Eggs. That opening packs on FIFA is the same as Kinder Eggs. Now, this is the difference, right? This is the difference. Kinder Eggs, you spend, how much is Kinder Eggs? Like £1, £2? Not much, right? You get the chocolate egg, right? You buy it for a chocolate egg. And you also get a toy with it, which is the surprise element. You may get any toy in there, but you can build a toy. It's amazing for kids, right? For kids. She's stating things for kids here. Toys for kids. Toys for kids. Which is what I find really bad here. Because she's using toys and kids stuff for a video game, which, by the way, which I may say again, toys last forever. Toys last forever. FIFA, the cycle is 1 year. So let's say you get a toy, which may end up being a card in a video game, and its name is, let's say, it's, I don't know, Aubameyang, right? Aubameyang is the toy in standard here, in this contest. Let's just say that, okay? That Aubameyang will be out of date in less than a year, because there'll be a brand new toy in a different game which everyone else is playing, in which your best friend's playing, and you see all your favourite YouTubers playing, and not as many people play the game, because guess what, there's a new game with new toys. So that, guess what, your toy which you got, which you put money towards, will be absolutely useless because it's not up to date anymore. So of course, guess what, you're going to want the brand new game with the brand new toys, which you're going to pay 40, 50, 60 pounds for that brand new game, to then put more money in the game to get us brand new toys. Do you understand what is the issue here? Kinder Eggs, you get what you want back, in terms of you get a chocolate egg which you eat, and then you get the toy. What else is there? Happy Meals. Happy Meals is what? Let me go check this for a second. Happy Meals in UK, £2.79. Now with Happy Meals, you get, guess what? You get a meal. You get a cheeseburger or some nuggets, some fish fingers, right? £2.79, right? So you get a cheeseburger. I get a cheeseburger Happy Meal, right? You get a cheeseburger. You get small fries. You get a small drink, and then you get a special toy as well, a random toy. That is surprise mechanics. That's what surprise mechanics is. You get what you want in return. You get the meal, and then the surprise part is the toy. It's additional. That's not what these packs are. These aren't surprise mechanics. It's basic gambling. I mean, people always say, oh, well, it's not really, because gambling, you either win or you lose. You gain it all back, or you gain nothing back. Which with EA, you get something back in return. Even if you get like 83s, 82s, if you sell them all, you may get like, what, 50k? Let's say that I open 12,000 worth of points. I get 4 auto packs. I get 100k pack, and my best player is a walkout. Let's say Muller, right? Let's say Muller. I sell literally everything in those packs. Everything in those packs. Every single rare that I get in those packs. You know how much you typically earn from 12,000 field points? Around 125k. 150k. Absolute minimum that you may earn, because let's say the discount value of a gold rare in this game is like 600 coins, 650 coins, around it. So let's say this, right? Let's say this. So an auto pack, you get 30 rare gold players. So 30 times 4, 120. Plus 100k, that's 144. Because there's 24 packs in there. So let's say that you discard everything in those packs, right? And this is what you get back in return. Here we go. So let's just say as an average, let's say 650, right? 650 is discount value of an average of every single card in a pack, right? So times that by 144. So that is 93k that you get absolutely minimum from these packs. Let's just say 650. Now of course it can be up and down by a few k in there, but let's say that's a standard amount, because you may get informs which cost 10k. So let's say 10k is 103, right? Now what do you think the value? What do you think you should get back from £80 worth of coins? Now of course your standpoint on what the value of £80 should really be could be, you know, it could be different from mine. Of course it could be, but as I said, the average of what you get back from these is about 125k to 150k. Now, if you think that is worth £80, then I think that you're absolutely insane. Because I still refuse to put money into this, because I still want to know the value of money, and I still want to keep to that. And £80 for about 125k of coins, which is the average, may I just say, from opening these packs. It just sounds dodgy to me. It just seems really bad to me. So under that rule of thumb, average is 150k per £80 you put into the game. Let's say that you do this 7 times a year. That means that you, by the end of that, should hopefully get 1 million coins and 1 million coins and 50k as well. That's how much you should get from opening 7 of these 12,000 field points. Okay, correct? Am I going to say my thinking is? Now, of course, that is an absolute average. Maybe not even that. Because sometimes you may get more, you may get less. But let's just say this is just a standard opinion, right? So, let's say that you put £80 on a game 7 times, correct? £80 times by 7, that means you have to put £560 on a game to earn that amount. Which, you know what, you may say, well, you know what, £500 for 1,000,000 coins seems amazing, right? Well, not really. Because I will show you my team, correct? And my team, at this stage of FIFA, is pretty good. I would say it's like an 8 out of 10 team now. It's almost God tier. I'll say my game's N tier, right? A very good team. Now, may I just say everyone in this team is also untradeable, correct? So, untradeable. Literally look at them all. They are all untradeable because they are all from SBCs or packed from SBCs, correct? So I can't even sell them anymore. So, of course, my team's very good, okay? I think we can all establish that. Do you want to know how much this team is? This is how much my team costs. It costs 9.1 million coins. So when I say 1,000,000 coins is not worth that much this game, I mean that. My team is a very good team, right? My team can compete for, you know, a very good spot in FUT Champions if you are a very good player, which I think I'm a pretty good player. Not the best, but I'll say I'm a pretty good player, right? So when I say 9.1 million coins for this team, and when I say it costs £500 to get 1,000,000 coins, so you can't even get a tenth of what my team is right now. That's where I found my issue. I'm sure she's a nice human being. I'm sure she's a nice person. I'm not saying that she's a scumbag and that she is the worst person in the world, right? But her ideas of what this game is and the value you get is absolutely just ridiculous in my eyes. Absolutely ridiculous. So, EA, this is the issue, right? You trying to say that your surprise mechanics is a thing is ridiculous. Red picks are surprise mechanics. Red picks are you put in a certain amount of time, and depends on how good you are, you get better odds of getting good players. Red picks are surprise mechanics because you will get something back in return which you know is relatively okay because you earned towards that. And if you're lucky, you may get a Ronaldo. You know, team of the season Ronaldo if you want. But you may get a team of the season, I don't know, Donnarumma instead, or Sirigu, or whoever. You get what I mean here? So, surprise mechanics is in the game, in red picks in my opinion. But, to say that packs are, with the value you get, that's not for me, Chief. That is not for me, Chief, at all. So, anyway guys, this is my opinions on this entire surprise mechanics, malarkey, EA. I just feel like the actual people that run this game have zero idea on what's actually happening in the game. Anyway, if you do enjoy, smash a like button, subscribe if you're new. And with that said, peace out, boys.